Good morning, everybody. This is Dave Fanale. This is episode 26 of Real Estate Talk TGIF. Thank God it's Fanale. I know it's an F, it's Friday, and it's Fanale, but that's why we call it TGIF. So anyway, I'm here, and just, schedules get kind of crazy with people in real estate, as you know. I was supposed to have guests, and then something comes up where, a toilet breaks or something. I'm just kidding. But sometimes they're really busy. Today, we're lucky to have Justin Smith of Remax Signature Homes Properties in Fort Lee. I think I got the name right. Justin has been an agent. Now he's also an agent as well as an owner of a brokerage. So, but first we want to have this conversation in two phases. One about being an agent and what he does differently, and his transition to being both an agent and owner. Justin, good morning. Thanks for taking the time, and please be safe out there, and let us know, what's going on. What's new and crazy in your life as far as a real estate agent these days?
It's a little hectic now with the holidays coming up. But trying to keep busy, trying to squeeze people in. A lot of people are off this week. They took off, between the Christmas holiday and New Year's. So, it's a lot busier than I thought it was going to be.
Do you see, I always talk about this, and I always know that the best way a real estate agent can do really well is if they do not take this, what I call the end of year 6-week vacation between the middle of November to the end of the year. You see a lot of agents doing that, right?
Yeah, everybody starts kind of phoning it in after Thanksgiving. It's end of the year. I mean, at that point after Thanksgiving, you're really building your pipeline for January, because it's going to be hard to get anything done, in the weeks leading up to, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's. It's not only the agent's fault. People go on vacation, clients, attorneys. So it's those weeks before leading up to the end of the year. I mean, you're really building your pipeline and start off January strong.
Do you feel that the agents that keep working, whether it's showing properties or not, working on their plan, working on, the instruments and the things to implement for the first of the year, do you think they have a better chance to succeed than the following year than ones that just sit on their ass and do nothing these 6 weeks?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even if you don't have clients to show, as long as you're working on something, whether you're practicing some scripts or prospecting or trying to set a point, whatever you're trying to do, as long as you're doing something, working on your business plan, time blocking, whatever it is you're trying to do for the next year. I mean, as long as you're doing something and you're not just wasting time, it gives you a leg up next year, to be successful. It gives you a head start, because at least when January starts, you're starting off, you're starting strong, so you're not playing catch up come February. You're kind of using that momentum in January to, get you through that first quarter.
Yeah, exactly. So, truth be told here, we all, we don't want to hold anything back. You and I have worked together in several different capacities, and we've known each other for a long time, gotten to be good friends. So I know what you do differently to succeed and why your business has gone really well over the past few years. But I would like you to share with us one of the things that you do. I think the most important thing that you do, which we both agree is what a lot of agents won't do, and just share with us what you do that's different.
I mean, it really is. It's simple, and I just don't get why other agents don't do it. I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to say low-hanging fruit, but it's a warm lead. You deal with your sphere. You deal with people talk to them on the regular, and at some point they're going to ask you, hey, how's the market? You don't even have to ask them.
Exactly. And you're out there communicating in so many different ways. Tell me, what are a couple of different ways that you communicate, but you're not saying, hi, I'm Justin and I'm in real estate? What are you doing differently there?
I mean, if I see something on, on like Facebook or Instagram that they just got back from a vacation, or it was somebody's birthday or an anniversary or whatever, special moment they had, I'll send them a private message hey, how was the trip? You know, thinking about possibly going on vacation, you know, to the islands. You know, what'd you guys think of Aruba, or what'd you think of Barbados? You know, is it worth my trip? You know, or the kid, hey, congratulations. I saw the kid won the soccer championship. You know, great job.
So in other words, being a friend and being a human being is the difference maker. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, you're not asking for business. You're just generally saying, hey, I saw what you did, you know, or, you know, congratulations, whatever it is. You just be human.
Right, exactly. So, you know, one of the things I see, you know, you're doing this through social media, you're doing it in, you know, places you go and you hang out in your market, right? But I see a lot of people that don't hang out anywhere, that they do a lot of self-serving, ego-based posting, and then all of a sudden you see a banner ad from them. And basically what it is to me, that's not even brand advertising. That's just ego BS, you know, and I don't see you doing anything like that. I see the posting that you're doing on let's give it the credit it deserves, on Smitty Sells, your page on Facebook, is intent on educating your client in a way that's not obtrusive, it's not interfering, it's just matter of factly, right? Would you agree with those statements that I made about your pages and stuff?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, a lot of the posts on my business page, they're meant to, you know, trying to drum up some engagement, not really, you know, just get people to interact. You know, I had a post about, you know, what's your favorite pie for Thanksgiving or something like that. And I mean, I had like 20 people saying what they thought was their favorite, you know, dessert for Thanksgiving. So, I mean, it doesn't have to even be real estate related. It's just something that people might find interesting and want to comment on.
Right, exactly. Just for those that may be listening to this now or watching this later, you know, post comments down, you know, post the comments or ask questions of us, and I'll be able to answer them later on, and so will Justin. But this is Real Estate Talk TGIF. We're talking with Justin Smith of Remax Signature Homes in Fort Lee, and we're talking about the difference. And this is what I try to do every Friday morning on this show, is talk about why people that are on or what we're doing that's different. I mean, you know, we have guests set up for the next 6 to 8 weeks, as well as other topics. If we don't have a guest, that's going to be really interesting and really different. Like, we're going to talk about how agents can keep more money. That's one of the things we're going to talk about in the next few weeks. So, Justin, is there anything else that you would see as being different in your real estate business itself that you do or that you see being done that you're going to implement next year?
I mean, I think, you know, video is really big. I think people want to see an agent that's out there posting videos. You know, they don't have to be, again, doesn't always have to be real estate related, but just something that interests them. You know, great, you're doing an open house. Yeah, post a video of it. Why not? You know, I think the video's definitely something I got to step up, you know, in 2019.
Right, exactly. So let's talk about now, over the past 2 years, you've been just a real estate agent. You've worked with some really great people, and I think in every office you've been at. And now you've transitioned to being both the agent and the owner. Talk to me about the difficulty in that change of what you've got to do more of or less of. Talk to me about that.
I mean, you know, luckily for me, you know, I have partners as well, so it kind of lightens the load. As you know, it's not just me with all the agents. You know, there's my partners Eddie, Rebecca, and Rob Lazar. So I mean, if I'm not around, if I'm not in the office, someone's always around to answer the questions, and I think that's very helpful for our situation because, you know, we're all still selling real estate. So you might not always be in the office. You know, we have a great broker in Doreen who's around to answer questions. So I mean, your support staff really helps. You know, but it's as an owner, you know, everybody's problem is your problem now. You know, you want to see everybody succeed, and you want to make sure that they have all the support that they need, the help they need. So it's definitely, you know, more work, but I think the rewards, you know, it's rewards there in seeing your agents thrive and do well, and knowing that, you know, they joined your company or you helped them bring it to the next level. And I think that's what what it's about is just seeing your people strive and your people succeed and just doing well for themselves and being happy, you know, putting more money in their pockets. So it's definitely a lot more work than just being an agent, but I mean, it's well worth it.
Well, as you know, I owned my own brokerage for 21 years and walked away from that a little over a year ago. And I have found that people have come to me and talked to me about, oh, I want to open my own place, get my broker's license. And honestly, my advice to them is think about what you're doing first and the time it's going to take you and the frustrations. You know, I always joked when I owned the companies, why do you think they call us brokers? You know, and, you know, there's a lot to it than just the money, and is really more of an expense than money sometimes. How have you been able to manage the money end of it as far as being an owner as well?
Well, I mean, we're still getting everything, you know, squared away. We started, you know, over the summer, so it's, you know, coming around about 7-8 months. So, you know, it's a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning, getting everything squared away. You know, we bought out an office, so we took over an office basically, and you know, we had to kind of change the way they were doing things to the way we wanted to do things.
It's difficult. It's a difficult thing to do. I know.
Yeah, it's not easy. You know, you have great agents who've been doing things one way for the past, you know, 10 years, 12 years, whatever the case may be, and now we're coming in and saying, hey, you know, we want you to do it this way. You know, you're going to face a little resistance, not because they don't, you know, just because they're used to doing it the way they're used to doing it. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. I mean, you know, we are blessed with really great people in our Fort Lee office that are willing to embrace the change and just say, all right, yeah, all right, we'll do what you want. You know, we'll follow your lead. And, you know, it's really been pretty smooth. You know, it's obviously the first couple months was a little, you know, tweaking here and there, but I mean, at this point, I think everybody's on board. Everyone, I think, trusts us now, and they're willing to, you know, embrace what we're offering. And I'm happy. I'm really excited for 2019. I think we'll get some more agents kind of making the move over, and I think it's going to be a great year.
Oh, that's great. I mean, it's obviously that you've done the work as far as planning and slowly have implemented, you know, systems and tools that you want to see put in. And one of the other things that I think is really great with you is that, you know, you actually lead by example. I mean, the work you put in, the time you put in, and everything else that you're doing. So I see that, and I see that you're going to be extremely successful, more in 19 than, you know. I mean, success is that you've stayed going forward from 2018 after you took over the other company. So. Anything you want to add that you think is really important for agent development, for agent success in the year 2019? Because here we are. This is you know, Real Estate Talk TGIF on a Friday, the last Friday of 2018, and everybody's thinking about, oh yeah, I'm going to start this next week. But before you answer the question, I just want to go a little bit further into that, because a lot of people say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and what do? They peter out. It's like that old J curve that I always talk about, where you start something, you don't see any results, and all of a sudden at the bottom of the J, you quit. You don't give it a chance to excel and to really get going. It's like gym memberships. It's all that other crap that people say they're going to do, right? Well, you know what? I never stopped doing what I was doing. So, you know, we kept moving. I've kept moving forward slowly but surely. So what do you think? And what are you going to do that's different? And what do you think agents can do that might be different to implement for next year's success? You there? Did we lose you? I hear you. Can you hear me, Justin? You there? Oh. So I think we may have lost Justin, but here's the point, guys. If you're going to do something, you should be committing to it. And that's what Justin was going to say, I believe, is that once you commit to what your plan is and what you're going to do, it's important for you to follow through. You can say you want to do all this stuff, and you can say you want to achieve. And he's back. Can you hear me?
I hear now. I don't know what happened. I was driving in the.
That's
just
okay.
froze and went. Why quiet?
That's okay. We're just finishing up. And I was talking about commitment as far as anything you implement where people with gym memberships, that's the big thing, right? So now if you go into Facebook, you go online, a lot of gym memberships or gym kind of things or fitness stuff is coming up because people know
January 1st. Everybody goes in January.
Make money. What's that?
Said everybody goes January 1st, January 2nd to the gym. By February, it's empty again.
Right. And I talked about if you're really going to do something, you have to commit, especially in the hard times when you start something, because it takes a while to gain traction. What do you think agents should be doing and should be committing to? If there was one thing, what would it be that they should commit to for 2019 and never give up at all?
I mean, I think it's something I need to do is really committing to time blocking, prospecting, and getting the real schedule set. I mean, it's easy to make excuses. Got a showing here, got a showing there, but I mean, as agents, you have a little more control than you think about setting schedules. When to show a house, when to go on appointments, and I think we use. I'll speak for myself. I use that kind of as an excuse to not prospect as much as I should, or not stick to a concrete schedule. I think that's something in 2019. I mean, if I can give advice to anybody, I mean, I'm giving it to myself as well, is really, get a schedule. Even if you don't prospect at 10 to 12 every day, if you do an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, as long as you're doing everything you said you were going to do. I mean, if you could do it at the same time every day, more power to you. But as long as you get everything done you're supposed to do each day, I mean, I think that's what it's really about. You go a couple of days. It's like the gym, right? You're not supposed to miss more than 3 days at the gym. I mean, you shouldn't miss more than the day of prospecting, but, you miss a day, you miss 2, you miss 3, and all of a sudden all week you go, I didn't really do much prospecting at all. So, I mean, I think it's something, once you build that habit, I think it's easier to keep. Or do they say 30 days builds a habit or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. As in one of the things that, I mean, for me, as far as the one thing that I've committed to is there was a question by Grant on Facebook earlier today. What are you committed to for the year 2019? And my commitments were really simple. I want to help 1,000 agents achieve something they haven't achieved before. Maybe a little bit of success, maybe a lot of success. But that's my objective for 2019. I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that. I'm going to do the work to do that. And I'm going to be wholly and totally committed to helping as many people as possible. So I guess I believe that the word commitment, if you really look at it, every day you get an opportunity to start a new day. So every day I will recommit to that thought and that plan. And, I want to thank you for coming on. And I know it's a little difficult when you were driving and stuff, and we watched a little bit, but I think this was advantageous for any agent watching and anybody else that wants to do. Is there anything you want to say to end this with us? This is, by the way, this is Real Estate Talk TGIF by Real Estate Skill Builder. My name is Dave Fanale. This is Justin Smith. Justin, anything you want to finalize our conversation with today?
No, just thanks for having me. The Fort Lee office is actually, it's Remax Select Fort Lee. The Closter office is Signature Homes. So you aren't far off. But,
okay, well,
great having
you. Select. That was close. Okay.
So, no problem. But yeah, it was great being on the show. Thanks for having me. And yeah, if anybody's ever got any questions, I'm easy to reach. I'm always there. Answer any questions you guys might have.
That's great. I'm going to put your contact information in one of the comments so they can reach out to you. But just want everybody to realize that if you're interested in being on this show, please put in the comments if you'd like to be on, or direct message me and you have something you'd like to talk about, which is different than what others are doing, or you're doing something that others just won't do. And if you're interested in talking to me about other things, go to reskillbuilder.com and we can have a conversation and go through your business and see where we might be able to help you. But Justin, thank you very much for your time. This is Real Estate Talk TGIF, episode 26. Stay tuned for next week, and it'll be another great show with a great guest as well. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.